Okay, let me pause it right there. Let me pause it right there. First of all, shout out to Jasena for giving y'all the unsolicited truth. Technically it was solicited because somebody asked the question, but you get what I mean. Let me give my opinion on that statement that sometimes people just don't deserve to have access to you. What's up, Solicited Nation? It's your girl, Nikki, and I'm back with another Unsolicited Truth Reaction. Hello if you're new, welcome back if you're not. If you enjoy the content, please be sure to like, comment. I need my other hand. All right, I got to figure out how to do this without both hands. All right, shit is like a choreography, so it's like I need both hands. All right, I'm going to leave all this in. I don't even What's up, Solicited Nation? It's your girl, Nikki, and I'm back with another Unsolicited Truth Reaction. Hello if you're new, welcome back if you're not. If you enjoy the content, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below so we can keep this party going. And please, guys, continue to watch the ads, continue to hit the thanks button, continue to subscribe, continue to hit the join button, continue to take advantage of all the perks that come along with being an elite member. I appreciate every single last one of y'all. Right now, we sitting at like 231. It's 231 of y'all. I can't wait to see y'all for this Sunday's live, my elite members. I have a special guest. For this Sunday's live. I have a special guest for this Sunday's live for my elite members, so stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for being patient with me over the last couple of days. I'm not going to hold this up. I'm about to get straight into these reactions. I got a lot of reactions to do today, so I need to just get to it. Y'all see I'm being good. I got my arm in a sling. I'm trying to do the right thing, bro. But this, y'all saw I just struggled through my intro. I don't know, man. I'm going to leave it on for as long as I can. I might have to take it off. It just depends. But I need to keep my arm as immobile as possible just to kind of let my shoulder joint rest and heal. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to be good, all right? With that being said, I'm getting straight into this. These are all the videos that you guys have been requesting basically over the last few days since I haven't been able to record. So I'm about to give y'all those. Answering your juiciest questions, Jasena Odell. This sparked, apparently, this sparked a little bit of drama, if you will, amongst the Odells and Zasha Santiago. I'm not going to get into all of the, ugliness. I'm just going to give my reaction, and I'm going to, give my honest opinion. I'm not finna go. I know somebody said that Easy went off on Zasha online and all that. I'm not going and looking at tweets. They might already be deleted anyway, but I'm not getting into all of that. I'm not getting into none of that. I'm just going to react to the videos right here. You guys can talk amongst yourselves in the comments, but please, 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 I ask that you guys keep it respectful. That's it, all right? So let's get into it. Answering your juiciest questions, Jasena Odell. Let's get straight to the
video. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, we about to get real juicy, okay? I am answering your most juicy, your most nosy questions.
Let's do it.
Guys, I asked you guys for the juiciest questions, and y'all was like, ask and you shall receive. Thank you so much. This video is about to be real spicy. So let's get into it. While I answer your questions, I'm going to be styling my naturally curly hair. As you can see, it's up in a little head wrap right now, and I'm gonna take it out, wash it, and stuff like that. I'm gonna style it for you guys. I'm gonna show you what products I use and how I get the job done. I get so many questions all the time about how I style my hair.
Keep them curls popping.
All right, look. Okay, look, let me let you know, let me let you in on all of this goodness, because I got it down to a science and it works well with my hair. But just like warning, it takes for freaking ever, y'all. So just know it's not some little quick
Look, I'm not gonna hold you. When I started my natural hair journey, I honestly did it because I thought it was gonna be easier than having relaxed hair as well as healthier. It is healthier. It is not easier. Well, I mean, now it is because I got locks, so my joint is dumb easy now, and I'm basically semi-freeform, and that's why I always keep a beanie on. Y'all you don't want to see what's going on up underneath here. Because I semi-freeform, I don't like to manicure my hair a lot. I think my hair is stronger when I do as little management to it as possible, aside from obviously just keeping it clean. So that's what I do. But yeah, I thought that going natural was going to be easier. It is not. And sometimes that, man, especially when my hair was, before I had locks, it would be like an all day thing. It was, I hated it.
Process. It's going to take some time, but I'm going to answer your questions while I do it. Make it real interesting for you guys. And let's get it. I'm going to hop in the shower. See you guys when I get out.
Boo. Oh, I thought I was about to get something spicy.
All right, y'all. We are fresh out of the shower. All I did was wash my hair. You can use like whatever shampoo you want to use, guys. Just read the labels when you buy stuff, because as we all know, basically we have to be mindful with everything that we use nowadays on our bodies, because a lot of stuff contains a lot of toxic things that is just so unnecessary. Yeah. And so basically just read different brands and stuff and use your judgment to best pick what you feel like is going to be the least intrusive on your scalp. Yeah. Because scalp health is like the #1 important thing. I will show you what I use, but you could
that's why I don't mess with my hair, man.
Any other brand. But this is the conditioner that I use, because this is so good, guys. It's so good, and you can leave it in your hair. You don't have to rinse it out afterwards, but I will say it's hella expensive. You can order it off of Amazon, though. This is a game changer. Literally, put this in your hair right after you wash it, comb it through, leave it in your hair while you do your other shower routines, like shave, wash, etc. And then rinse it out. I'm gonna start off with oiling my scalp with this.
It's just like a radiating burning feeling,
y'all. Oregano in it, guys. If you struggle with scalp health, like dry scalp or scalp psoriasis, this should be your best friend. Okay, oil your scalp as much as possible. Also, you can add it in your shampoo. Girl, thank me later.
She's so cute.
Okay, we're gonna start off real simple, because I want y'all to stick around, so just know the questions will be getting juicier. I was asked where I got my scars. So some of you guys should know this already, because I did a YouTube video on it already. Obviously, it's been taken down. It was a part of my old channel. But I got my scars when I was 11 years old. I was in a school bus crash, and I almost died. I needed brain surgery, reconstructive surgery on my forehead. My skull literally shattered. It was insane. I wasn't the only one on there. My brother and my sister were on there too. And if you guys want to hear more about it, I can always do another video on it, because I know there's a lot of new people here.
Yeah, so I would love to hear this story time. Damn. I'm glad she survived that. She has such an amazing story. Her whole life has just been challenge after challenge after challenge.
Next question.
When Jasena, let me tell you something. When somebody goes through things like what this woman has gone through so far, I mean, she's only, 26, 25 years old, and she has been through so much already. When she really figures it out, and what I mean by figures it out is when she becomes the woman she's meant to be, when she really figures it out, she's going to be a force to reckon with. I'm telling you, when she looks back and when she really sits down with herself and goes, damn, I made it through all of that. I traversed all that arduous terrain, emotional, physical abuse, whatever the case may be, damn near losing your life. Bruh, when she figures it out, y'all, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for the music that's going to come out of that.
Do I keep my mind off of feeling lonely? Wow. Just staying busy, but staying busy in a healthy way. Not doing things that I know ultimately aren't serving me. Right. But more so like working out, being creative, hanging out with friends and family, doing things that are like working towards my goals. That's pretty much the best way to not feel lonely. And when I find myself feeling lonely, I just try to give myself extra love, and I go and I do something nice. It can be like going to the movies by yourself, or cooking something nice that you know that you really like.
I used to do that all the time.
Anything like that. Also, thank you for your love and your support, guys. We appreciate it so much. Like the fact that we are able to live out our dreams and just like be able to also talk to so many of you guys from all over the world, and just
that's how I feel about my nation, man. That's how I feel about my nation, and now especially because we've just expanded and we're getting even more global, and our nation is so diverse. I freaking love it. And I love the support and encouragement you guys give me. I do, man. I feel on that
way. Keep you guys uplifted and entertained. It's truly a freaking gift. And we couldn't do it without you guys. Now I'm going to start styling my hair by putting all of the products that I use in it. And it's a lot. It's a lot, guys. One thing about having curly hair, you need to use as much product as you possibly can, pretty much. Unless if your hair is just super healthy. And mine, as you can see, I definitely have trouble areas from dyeing it, from just using too much hot water on my hair, all kinds of things. So I need to use a lot of product in my hair, and these are the products that I use.
Okay. Damn, she got the whole line.
Alright, we're about to get real messy, y'all.
Okay.
Because you want to apply your hair product when your hair is like drenched.
Drenched, yeah.
Okay, like no dryness. You need it to be super soaked while you apply the product. Definitely put another towel around your shoulders, unless if you want to have conditioner and all types of gooey stuff running all down your shoulders and neck and back and crack. Yes. Alright, another thing that's super important, guys. Freaking section your hair, okay? Don't be lazy and try to do all your hair at once, applying the conditioner.
Yeah, man. Even with locks, I gotta do it in section.
If you want it to look real good and last longer, section it. So the next question is, do I still check on Isaiah? So I pick up the kids every week on Thursdays. That's my day with them. And every time I pick them up, it's usually Isaiah that comes out to like help put the car seats in the car and stuff. He's such a great kid. Every time I see him, I of course check on him, let him know that we all love him and that we miss him. Because I don't think any of us get to see Isaiah as much as we would like to. He's in school and then just has his own life going on and stuff. But
he's older too.
On me in Cairo, I ask him to come with us, and he usually turns me down. Because let's be honest, hanging out with me and the kids is not the funnest thing to do for a kid his age, but I definitely try to make sure that he knows that I love him and that I'm still open to have a relationship with him, even though, you know, Josh and Zosh aren't together anymore. I use my fingers as combs, and I just try to make sure it like evenly distributes through the hair. You can do something like this, get it in there, massage it in there. Guys, the more massage that you do on your hair, the better. Your hair likes to be rubbed down like all of us. And make sure it's really wet. And the next question is, what is my thoughts on marriage? Aw, I love you too. I really freaking appreciate that, okay? It's all good energy over here.
Facts.
Period. My thoughts on marriage is that it's not for everybody, but it's definitely for some. But I think that it's important to understand that the most important thing about marriage, in my opinion, is that you're declaring your love for one another. And so it's like, you don't have to do it in the traditional sense where it's like, you know, you have a whole marriage contract and this, that, and the third. Me personally, when I do get married, if I do get married, I'm going to marry somebody that understands that I don't really want to do it in the traditional way. I don't want it to be more complicated than it has to be by like signing some contract and stuff. Like, I want them to know that I love them enough that me declaring my love to them in front of my friends and my family and their friends and their family means so much more to me than signing some contract. That later
so
down
basically
the line,
what she's saying is she wanted to be about the love and not about the legalities. I get that, and I 100% agree with that. I think sometimes people get married just because it seems like the natural next step or the right thing to do, but you didn't check to see if you guys are even equipped for marriage. And I know people go like, well, if you dated for 10 years, you can be married for 10 years. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. I mean, I kind of know what it is, but at the same time, I don't know what it is. But there is something different. I think it's that final level of commitment where, like, you know, when you're dating someone, it's like, and I know this is going to sound bad, but it's like when you date someone, it's like you get to wake up and choose them every day, right? Because there's nothing really tying you there. Even if y'all got like even if y'all get so serious where you're sharing a house and pets and even kids, there's really still nothing keeping you there. You still feel this sense of freedom. Like, I can come and go. And so I'm choosing this person, and I'm choosing our home, and I'm choosing our family every single day. When you get married, what a lot of people don't understand is that after you choose them on that day, you still, just like when you were dating them, you still have to choose them every day. But what happens is people get married, they get complacent, and they stop choosing each other because they go, oh, that's just, it stops being an option and it starts being a default. And so when people get married, they just start to default to each other instead of choose each other. And I think that's the reason why so many marriages end up in the toilet, is because they stop choosing each other. When you get married, the only thing that should change is your last name. That's how my mom was. That's how I was raised. That's how my mom told me. When you go from dating someone to being married to someone, the only thing that should change is your last name. Because when people change, when people get married and they get too comfortable, they go, I ain't going nowhere. We married, and you start treating that person like that. You gotta wake up and choose them every day. Even if you put a ring on it or sign a license, you gotta still choose them, dog. You gotta choose.
God forbid you two grow in separate directions, because it happens and things get complicated, and now you have this contract involved, and things can get really messy and just worse than they have to be, rather than just two people splitting ways. So that's me personally. Not all you guys have to agree. Marriage is great. I think it's a beautiful thing to do if you find that one person that you want to spend your life with, but I don't think that it's necessary. So this next question deserves my undivided attention, because I'm not going to sit here and do my hair while someone asks me a question like this. If you are in a toxic relationship, welcome to the first step, which is the biggest step. Acknowledging the fact that it is a toxic relationship and that you shouldn't be in it. I'm proud of you, and for reaching out to me about it too. Like, that took guts. I think the next step honestly has to be acknowledging the fact that you don't deserve that. I think two of the biggest lies that we tell ourselves when we're in a toxic relationship is that we deserve it somehow, or that we can't find better, or that being alone is worse. Those are lies that you're telling yourself, because
look, she preaching to the choir, and she would know, because she literally just went through all of this, and in certain areas and aspects is still going through it. She's speaking nothing but facts, the truth. I ain't got nothing to add to that.
Comfortable being in a situation that you shouldn't be in. It's just comfortability. That's what it is. But being alone, I'm telling you, is so much better. Being alone is beautiful. And you don't have to deal with somebody bringing you down. Get to uplift yourself. Understand that you are not alone, that many of us go through it, and that you are way stronger than you think. And the more distance you can put between you and that person, the better. If you need help, I'm here. Go ahead and DM me. Definitely get out of there. You deserve better. I don't even have to know you to tell you that. The next question is funny.
Agreed. All of it.
I do one video with Stevie, and y'all over here asking me, am I dating her?
Are you?
No, me and Stevie are not dating. Stevie is super freaking cool though, and a great person. But no, we are not dating. The next question is, how do I deal with anxiety? Oh my God. As many of us know, anxiety is no freaking joke. Anxiety is not just emotions. It's your emotions affecting your body physically. I know the struggle, and it's not freaking fun. And my mom, my grandma, my aunt, we're all people that have dealt with like extreme anxiety. Best thing that I can say to combat anxiety is focusing on your breathing. It's such a basic concept, but it's literally been scientifically proven, guys, that if you can focus on your breathing, focusing on breathing in and focusing on breathing.
Yo, let me tell you, breath work is so important in so many different ways. Breath work is so important. Like, being able to control your breathing can help from everything with anxiety to pain to emotional discomfort to, I mean, there's so many benefits to understanding and practicing good breathing habits. A lot of people are not conscious of the way they breathe, and a lot of people aren't breathing correctly, and they don't even realize that. And it really can cause stress and strain on your body, but also on your mind. Breathing is super, super, super important, and I wish more of us were conscious of the way that we breathe, because it definitely can improve our lifestyle. And our health.
And even maybe counting. Breathe in for 6, hold it for 5, breathe out for 8.
Control breathing.
Whatever. I don't know. I just made up those numbers, but you could try it. Your brain can't think about all of the things that you're thinking about that's causing the anxiety. Usually what is making you anxious is your own thoughts. Life is just what it is. It's what we think about what's going on around us that gives us that anxiety. So if you can try to like right away catch yourself from being negative or telling yourself that you're overwhelmed or whatever it is that you might be telling yourself that's making you feel so anxious, but instead start telling yourself thoughts that make you feel better. Like, I'm okay right now. This is okay.
That's right. Affirmations.
Fine. I'm not
edify
in danger.
yourself and affirm
I'm
yourself.
Good. Oh, this is just temporary. There's so many different things that you can tell yourself that will make you feel better, and I hope that helps. Okay, so this next question is a good question. Why did I agree to marry Brian twice if I knew he was toxic? Guys, things seem so much simpler on the outside when you're not actually the one in the relationship dealing with the emotion.
I was about to say, that's a little bit, I'm gonna let her finish, but that's an unfair question. Again, it's so easy. As someone who I worked at a battered women's shelter, and I will tell you that you don't get to judge somebody's situation if you never lived in it. You have no idea the years of conditioning, brainwashing, manipulation, codependency that comes with someone like Zasha, who knows she's in a someone like Jasena, who knows she's in a toxic relationship, committing to marrying that same toxic person, not once but twice. It's an unfair question because, like she said, unless you have lived through it, and you're talking like 8 years, unless you have lived through it, you get you have no right to question the sanity or even the validity of why she chose to say yes to him twice. It's hard to look at it and say, girl, you saw all the red flags, you was gonna marry him. All of us, you go, oh, you just was weak, you was this, that, and the third. It's easy to say that, but it's harder to live it. Trust me.
And the experiences that you're having. My relationship with Brian was not all bad. Like I said, Brian is not all bad, but it took me going through a lot of things that while I was going through it, I didn't realize was actually really toxic. Having space away from him, breaking up with him multiple times, and then having months to myself to realize things and think about things, and confiding in friends, and them kind of like, planting the seed as well, letting me know, like, girl, this shouldn't be happening, was what helped me realize that it was a relationship that I shouldn't be in. But yeah, like, everything is not one way. I wouldn't have agreed to marry him when I did if I didn't see all the good in him. There's a lot of people out there that do bad things, but deep down, you'll always find somebody that was hurt by somebody else, and that's why they want to hurt other people. It's not that he was all bad. We had a lot of beautiful experiences together as well, but there was a lot of really horrible things that he did throughout our relationship that he ended up admitting to that, obviously no one should do to somebody that they love. With the front of my hair, guys, this is major key. I literally finger curl. It's just my trouble area, so I just literally finger curl like this, apply a lot of product, and look at them cute curlies. Okay, can we appreciate the difference before, after? Trust the process, guys. Our next question is asking if I still have contact with Zasha or a relationship with her. And the simplest way
is where it's about to get messy.
If I still have contact with Zasha or a relationship with her, and the simplest way to answer that is to basically just say some people don't deserve to have access to you in a personal way. Now, if you can't completely exit them out of your life, which obviously I can't, the best thing that you can do is just try to keep as much distance from them as possible and not spend energy on thinking about them or talking about them. And that takes practice, because
let me go back.
That is to basically just our next question is asking if I still have contact with Zasha or a relationship with her. And the simplest way to answer that is to basically just say some people don't deserve to have access to you. And
okay, let me pause it right there. First of all, shout out to Jasena for giving y'all the unsolicited truth. Technically it was solicited because somebody asked the question, but you get what I mean. Let me give my opinion on that statement that sometimes people just don't deserve to have access to you. I do not think that is a statement of attack. I don't think that she was implying that Zasha's a bad person, or that Zasha is toxic, or that Zasha is evil and intentionally malicious. I think what she is saying is that things between all of them are extremely complicated. Specifically, things between her, Zasha, and Josh are obviously still complicated because they are still in the midst of, just even though they are completely living in separate homes, they are still learning to unentangle themselves. You get what I'm saying? And so that does make things more difficult when you're a sibling, you know what I'm saying, on the sideline, and you're still trying to maintain a relationship with the other parent, because there are nieces and nephews and you want to have access to them, and you don't want there to be any animosity, because you also don't want to, like, I don't want to have my nieces and nephews around me and then, you know, be talking about their mamas like a dog. Like, that's the first one. I'm not that kind of person. But second of all, like, I don't want that energy for my babies. Like, I'm not going to dog their moms in front of them. Like, that's crazy to me. So I try to maintain a very civil relationship with the mothers of my brother's children. Secondly, I will say this. Zasha and her sister. I told y'all that video was gonna come back to bite her in the ass. Zasha and her sister. It was more in the video. It was more Zasha's sister doing the talking and kind of poking the hornet's nest. But Zasha was responsible for the editing and posting of that video, and she could have taken out anything that she thought would have caused controversy or unnecessary drama, and she didn't. She left a lot of things in there that could be left to interpretation and could cause all kinds of speculation. And while you're not responsible for the opinions of others, you are responsible for how you present things to people. And the way it was presented like it was just like a trash talking session. That's basically what it was, you know what I'm saying? And less about just, you know, Zasha's experiences trying to co-parent and trying to separate from a long-term relationship. It became more about what everyone else is doing wrong, or doing to her. And her sister was, you know, adding fuel to that fire, you know what I'm saying? So I will say that Jasena's statement is justified in the sense that it's like, you know, Zasha was the first one to mention that tensions and things like that were awkward between them. So I feel like Jasena saying that, you know, she just believes that certain people don't deserve access to her. I think that's fair. And I don't think it's a statement, like I said, that implies that Zasha is evil, but it also implies she's just like, I don't want to get in the mix of any of that. You know what I'm saying? And you see what happened. As soon as she dropped this video, here comes Zasha with her video. So, and don't get it twisted, I'm going to react to Zasha's video too.
A personal way. Now, if you can't completely exit them out of your life, which obviously I can't, the best thing that you can do is just try to keep as much distance from them as possible and not spend energy on thinking about them or talking about them.
That's it.
And that takes practice, because the easy thing to do is to talk or run online and talk.
Which is what Zasha did. I'm sorry, some of y'all may not want to hear that. Some of y'all might think I'm biased. I'm not. I'm looking at this from a completely unbiased and an objective point of view. It should have never been brought to the internet. And the first person who brought it to the internet and made it messy was Zasha. And if she doesn't want to acknowledge that and y'all don't want to acknowledge that, that's fine. But let's not pretend that anyone is a victim in any of this. Nobody's a victim. Everybody has the right to speak their opinion. Zasha has the right to say what she wants to say, but having the right to say what you want to say, what do we always say? Freedom of speech is not freedom of consequence. She has the right and the ability to say whatever she wants to say. It does not mean that she is not going to receive backlash or that she is not going to receive reactions from people like Jasena or Natalie or whoever or Easy. It doesn't mean she's not going to receive reactions. So, you know, you can say what you want to say, but you got to be prepared to deal with what comes with that.
But I practice not doing those things because I know that it doesn't serve me or my family in the long run. The most contact that we have is that I pick up the kids from her house. More times than not, she sends Isaiah out to bring them to me and to put the car seats in the car, which I appreciate. But sometimes she'll come out and she'll do it herself if he's probably sleeping or something like that. We just don't really talk to each other, and that's for the best. So the next question is, what are my thoughts on psychedelics, i.e. shrooms? I love mushrooms. I think that mushrooms are intense. Probably not for everybody. I've been trying to get my mom and my sister to do mushrooms for a while.
I'm scared.
And I've never done them.
My best friend tried to get me to do them. I'm too scared. I can't. I'm terrified. For me, edibles and flour are enough. I don't want to get into like no mushrooms and no other kind of psychedelic. I like to have my wits about me. Somebody once tried to get me to do DMT. I don't want to do it. I refuse.
For it, because they can't even handle the ganja, to be honest. I think that mushrooms are a gift from our creator, and I think that they carry so much wisdom, and I think that they can really help you.
I would love to do it, but I'm scared, yo. I would have to do it with somebody
and this human.
I would have to do it with somebody who, like, you know, really knows what they're doing and could bring me out of it. I guess, I don't know, like, I don't know, somebody who knows the dosage, because I'd be scared that I would take too much. You know what I'm saying? I would just nibble that shit. I don't know. I don't know enough about
experience, and I think that they're so powerful. Oh shoot, my towel just fell off. Mushrooms are such a powerful tool to use to help you progress in your spiritual journey. If you're someone that wants to try it but you're scared, I would just like do a lot of research into it, and also know that you can microdose, which is basically taking a really small amount so that you don't experience the psychedelic aspect, but you get to experience all the benefits of the mushroom. Guys, taking mushrooms literally alters your brain chemistry, which means it literally changes your brain. And a lot of therapists and scientists are doing so much research on it and seeing how beneficial and helpful it is for people that experience depression and anxiety and so much more. So do your research on it. It's amazing.
It'd be dope if they have a healthier way.
Is Fungi, Fungi on Netflix. But if you don't really like documentaries, you find them kind of boring, just know that it's a documentary, but it has super cool visuals in it, and it's so interesting. So I 1,000% recommend that you watch it. My next question is,
I canceled my Netflix.
What did Josh think of my relationship with Brian? While I was in it, my family really did their best to like respect my wishes, and like they would never like badmouth him or anything like that. It wasn't really until afterwards that everybody really was like, thank God. I do not like that for you. I think that everybody could see Brian's positives as well, and why I really tried to give it a shot for as long as I did. I mean, he definitely wanted more for me, and he was definitely really, really disappointed in Brian. Some guys really think that they are tapped into their masculinity, but they're not, and insecurity takes over and makes them do all types of crazy things. And so okay, so the next question is, how do I maintain my positive energy? Sending love right back to you. It ain't easy.
I think, you know what, I think, going back to that last question real quick, I think that a lot of people just don't, I can tell that a lot of you guys have experienced or are overbearing when it comes to your family members. Like, either you experienced overbearingness or you are overbearing. And what I mean by that is, you know, when someone becomes of legal age, and at that time that Jasena, like if everything is played out the way that they said it did online, then that means that just Brian basically swooped in right before that girl turned 18, manipulated her so that as soon as she turned 18, she moved out of her mama's house and into his house. What was Josh or Natalie or Mama Rhonda supposed to do when she was of legal age? Because y'all kept saying, get the cops involved, get the cops involved. If she was 18 and Mama Rhonda called the cops would have been like, is he harming her? No. Is he, has he threatened her? No. Have you seen any signs of reluctance, or does she seem like she doesn't want to be with him? No, there's no case. If she's under the age, the age of consent, then yes, they have a case. But once she turned 18, I know it still sounds crazy because you like, but he was 26. I know. But 27. Once she turned 18 and he was 27, she didn't really have. Her family couldn't really do anything, and I'm telling you, what good would it have done if Josh went and beat the dude up, or Natalie or Mom or Rhonda tried to get the cops? It wouldn't have done anything, and all it would have done was pushed her further and further into him, and it would have strengthened his hold over her. I'm trying to tell you, my family, we have been in situations like that. That when you push people like that, when you try to keep people like that apart, it just makes, it's that Romeo and Juliet shit. They be like, oh my God, everyone wants us to be apart, so that means we must be together. Like, it gets dramatic and romanticized, and it gets all, but like I said, she was 18. Y'all are putting a lot of onus on Josh, Natalie, and Mama Rhonda for not stepping in and doing anything, when for all intents and purposes, she was of legal age, and if they got the cops involved, the cops would have looked at them and been like, she's 18. What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do? If there's no signs of abuse, what do you want us to do?
have gone through so much, and when there's certain people in your life that you just can't escape, I prioritize my spirituality more than anything. And I think that a lot of us get so caught up in like, oh, I have to be productive, I have to go. Well, literally taking time for yourself, tapping in, meaning like journaling, meditating, those things are just as important, if not more important, than like chasing your goals and stuff. Because if you look at it like this, if you don't take care of your body, you can't get it done. If you don't take care of your mind, you're not going to be able to handle anything.
Facts.
If you don't take care of your spirit, nothing is going to fulfill you.
Yes.
You can reach every goal that you have ever had, but if you aren't tapped into your spirit, you're always going to be stuck in this reality.
I could listen to Jasena talk all day. That girl knows what she's talking about. She knows what she's talking about. I appreciate her knowledge, her spiritual knowledge for sure. She and her mental awareness and everything like that. She knows what she's talking about.
More. So what I do
her
is
relationship
I make sure
does not
that I
negate
start
her
my
wisdom.
day off with working out, doing something physical, because when you sit around on the couch all day or you eat like you're going to be depressed.
This is
like
facts.
It literally affects you mentally and it affects you physically.
The things you
and
put
then
in your body affect how you
journal,
how you behave.
I meditate, I pull oracle cards. If you want to kind of see my day-to-day, guys, and how I maintain my spirituality, go and watch my last video. Okay, so the next question is, what is something new that I learned about myself since the breakup? I mean, I think the hugest thing that I learned is that I like being alone just as much, if not.
That's at Aquarius. See, I'm trying to tell you, the moment Aquariuses discover isolation, like true isolation, it is so hard to get us back into relationship mode. That's what has happened to me, and I think that's why it's been so long since I have had a solid relationship. Like, I've dated people, you know, but like in the last few years and stuff like that, but I haven't committed to anyone. And the reason why I haven't committed to anyone is because I honestly just, oh my God, nothing is more peaceful than my isolation. And I know that I have to find a balance. I have to find a healthy balance, because right now I'm just like, no, I don't want anybody to disturb my peace. But I know that there's a way that I can let someone in whilst also protecting and maintaining my peace. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on it.
More a lot of the times than being in a relationship. Of course, I look forward to being in a relationship that's going to be actually healthy for me and uplifting and stuff. But like, I'm so good. I'm doing so good right now, guys. That's another question that a lot of you guys had, like, how am I doing? I'm happier than I have ever been. So I hope too that this uplifts some of you guys that find yourselves in a similar relationship as what I was in. Like, there's better out there for you, and even being alone is better. I'm more focused than I have ever been on my goals. It just feels so nice to do whatever I want and to not have somebody judging my every move and just making comments on everything that I do, down to what I freaking wear.
A few moments later.
Alright, guys, so I have fully coated my hair with my products, and now I just kind of go through and just give whatever parts of my hair that I see just still look a little bit dry, or the curls aren't popping as much as I'd like them to be, and I just finger curl them. Some of y'all be asking me, oh my God, how do you get your hair like that? But you don't be willing to do the work.
You gotta do the work.
I literally take like hours styling my hair, and it just is what it is. The more hair masks you do on your hair and stuff like that, easier your hair is to manage. All right, so the next step is blow drying.
What the hell is that, child?
I just use this blow dryer.
What the hell is that? I have never seen something like that in my life. It looked like a chicken foot.
All right, so the next step is blow drying. I just use this blow dryer by Diva Curl, and technically this is the piece for people with long hair, but I use it and it works good for me. So this question is, do you find Stevie attractive? And which one of the case members can you date? That's funny. Yeah, I think Stevie is freaking gorgeous.
Right. I think everybody thinks that.
Feminine and masculine. And honestly, every member of Case is gorgeous.
Right.
I think that's another reason why it's such a great group that everybody really likes, is because they're gorgeous, they're funny, they're talented, all of that. As far as which one I can date, I don't even know how to answer that.
Right.
Honestly,
I think what's the question? Which one can you date, or which one would you date? I feel like maybe that's what the person was trying to ask, but you know, maybe English is not their first language. I don't know. But I think that they meant which one would you date? Because can you date? Like, I mean, everybody but Stevie is in a relationship, right?
Cool. And plus, I feel like it would be pretty messy to try to date anybody from Case because they're a really tight-knit group, and obviously they all love my sister as well, and I just wouldn't want to risk causing any drama in the group, and I don't think any of them would want to risk it either. So yeah, that's looking like a no-go, off limits.
Right. Oh, so you don't run it through? I thought she was gonna run it through. It's just, that's cold. That's crazy.
Curly hair truly is about trusting the process, guys, because while you're drying it, it's gonna look so awkward. It's gonna look a mix between dry looking, but then also some curls are gonna look poppin', and you're gonna question, did you do all of this hard work for nothing? Right. The next question is, what inspired your tattoos? So all of my tattoos have spiritual meaning. They are reminders for me, and
literally all my tattoos
they're just all really powerful. If you guys want a tattoo tour, maybe
I know. Before y'all even say it, I know I was supposed to do a tattoo tour. I will give you guys a tattoo tour because I have like. $10 tattoos? I have like 10 tattoos, I think. 10.
Do a video of that. So
10 or 11.
Let me know down below if that's something you guys would be interested in. I can kind of walk you through all my tattoos, what they mean and stuff like that.
Okay. Bro, that joint looks like my hand.
Okay, the next question is, did Brian cheat on you with a friend? A friend? Let's just say the reality is worse than that. All right, guys, so I'm just going to leave my...
The reality is worse than that. If it wasn't a friend, was it a family member? Yo, because they did say it was somebody really, really close to all of them. Was it a family member or somebody they considered family? What was it? Damn, that's crazy.
Hair pretty damp. Don't ever dry it all the way because it's best for your curls to... let them air dry some.
Or would worse be something like a prostitute? Would worse be like a prostitute? Would you, I mean, like, it's bad no matter what, but what do you, I want to hear what you guys think. Your thoughts. What do you think is worse? Do you think it's worse to get cheated on with a family member or worse to get cheated on with like a prostitute? I feel like they both, you know what, I feel like it would be equally devastating. And the reason why I say that, my reason for saying that is, obviously if somebody cheated on you with a family member, it's like a double betrayal because it's like the family member betrayed you plus, you know, the significant other betrayed you. So that's like a double, but it devalues you, it devalues your relationship. But if my significant other cheated on me with a prostitute, it would make me feel like damn, like, I don't know. I feel like that would make me feel even cheaper. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'm like, damn, you just giving it to a prostitute? Like, I don't know why that would make me, I feel like that would make me just as angry as finding out that it was from a family member. Maybe because I don't really care. Like, when it comes to me, like, family, friend, foe, that shit don't matter to me. I can cut anybody off. But when I find out that you cheated on me with a prostitute, it's like it's like it wasn't even someone of value to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just laid down with some, like, random ass stranger. That's crazy. And then you paid for it? Oh, God.
Too much heat on them. This is definitely not how the final look is going to be. But this is what you get for now. Are you more into men or women? I really don't like to choose. I guess I could consider myself pan because honestly, like, I am just really attracted to people. I'm attracted to people that seem authentic. I'm attracted to people that are confident. I'm attracted to people that I feel like I could learn something from. So honestly, it has less to do with gender and more about the quality of person. But if I like really, really had to choose, I don't know, man. It's freaking hard. hard. It's so hard because like sometimes I really and truly feel like I'm supposed to be with a woman, and honestly that was an issue in my past relationship. My ex was always telling me that it made him feel like a little insecure how much I enjoy women, and that he felt like he could see how I'm supposed to be with a woman more than a man. I mean, I just really and truly love women. I think that women are just art in the physical form, to be honest. Like art in the human form describes a woman. Overall, I just think that women are more loyal. I think that there's a sensuality.
I get why men, I get why men love women, and I get why women love women. I ain't gonna hold you. I am not gonna hold you. I understand it. I was like, I feel like the whole world should be lesbian, but I mean, men included.
About women that just men could kind of never. And I think that women are more thoughtful too, and just compassionate and empathetic, and I just love women. So yeah, I don't know, maybe that answers it for you. All right, so we are on to our last question, guys.
I don't want to argue. I ain't here to argue.
Add a picture of my hair dry. For those of you
who argue, I feel like every woman got a little
all you guys here know what my hair looks like dry because you follow me on Instagram. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should do that. But
yeah, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter if you have Twitter.
And I chose to answer this question last because I think that it's very important that I acknowledge this and kind of nip it in the bud as much as I can, because some of you guys are very set on the fact that you think that you know what's going on, and you really and truly do not know what's going on. I'm not going to even attach your name to this comment because I don't care to give a negative person any type of clout. And I think that you knew what you were doing by asking this question in the way that you did. It was very passive aggressive. So here goes the answer. I give respect to people that give me respect.
Period.
The fact that you can see that they have posted way more things about me and my...
And that's all I'm saying. That's what I said earlier. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Nobody should be mad at the questions that Jasena answered in this video, because everybody knows that going back to that video that Zasha made with her sister, it was messy. It was messy, and there's no way that you can't say it was messy. If you're saying it wasn't messy, then you are just... If you're saying it wasn't messy, then all you're doing is you're playing a biased card. Because if you were just the outside looking in and you weren't invested in any one of these individuals, you know what I'm saying, personally, you would be like, nah, she should have just, none of that was necessary. You having a conversation with your sister, okay, keep it between you two. Why did you put it on YouTube? You know what I'm saying? But once she did that, she opened the door for Jasena and Natalie and anybody else to say whatever they wanted to say. That's how I feel.
My family, and I have or ever will about them, should show you that I do not get respect. The most important thing to me is the kids, so that they don't get sucked into the adult drama. I do my best to make sure that the kids never feel like I have an issue with their mother. And I know what it's like growing up and having to deal with adult drama from a young age. It's not fair for kids to have to be put in the middle of that. I think for all of you guys that have come at my throat since she has made claims that she doesn't get respect, just know that if you really knew what happened and what went on behind closed doors, you would not be treating me the way that you are. Come on, guys. We're all smart enough to know that you can't just trust everything that somebody says. A lot of you guys seem to be triggered by the fact that she's the kid's mother, and so somehow, you know, anything and everything that she does should be totally fine.
Right.
And everybody should just have to suck it up and deal with it.
And I'm telling you, it is a double standard, and I have two brothers, so I completely understand where Jasena and Natalie are. I'm in the same position as Jasena and Natalie in regards to what do you do and how do you respect the mother of your brother's children. And I'm telling you, I showed them respect, but at the same time, I'm not going to be disrespected. If I have to speak up for myself, if we have an issue, I'm going to address it. That's just what it is. And, you know, it could make things awkward. It can make things weird. Whatever the case. But one thing about me, I don't hold no grudges. Once I'm done with it, I'm done with it. I don't need to sit and you know, and a lot of times I come across as fake because I get over shit so fast. A lot of people don't think that I be over shit because I get over it so fast. But I think it's just, you know, that disassociativeness that comes with being an Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? My personality is I just don't care to let shit linger in my soul and in my mind. I just don't, bruh. And so once I address the situation, I'm genuinely and truly over it. But more often than not, the other person has had a seed of offense planted and they're tight with me still. You know what I'm saying? And so the shit comes out in passive aggressive ways. So I get what Zasha is talking about. What Jasena is talking about. Like, I give respect where respect is due. And I give respect where respect is shown. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, if I do have to address an issue, know that I'm over it. But again, like I said, I normally come across as fake because I be over shit so easily and so fast that people think that I'm faking, and I'm not. I don't care. Once I voice my opinion or voice my discomfort or voice my discontent, I literally stop caring about it. Once I say it, I'm over it.
With it, but eventually it comes to a point where it's just like, all right, I'm not a confrontational person. I really and truly hate confrontation. Same. I hate bad energy. Same. I hate passive aggressiveness. Same. It just gives me anxiety. So I can full-heartedly say I do not treat this girl badly. I really and truly do not. And I wish it could be said the other way around. Mm-hmm. And I wish that I could really let you guys know the things that actually happen, but it's not just my business to tell. And so I won't do that. But let's just leave it at, you have no idea what actually went on behind closed doors, and not everybody is who they portray themselves to be online. We'll leave it at that. And on that note, guys, I'm gonna start doing my makeup and getting ready for my next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. All right, so you already know what's about to happen. I'm about to go watch Zasha's video, and then after that, I'm watching Josh's video, because Josh also dropped a video. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna see what everybody got to say. But yeah, I said everything I needed to say throughout this video. And again, I hope that you guys can recognize that my opinion is objective. I have no investment, and I have no personal interest in anything that's going on between these people. I am merely doing this for entertainment purposes, as well as just, reacting because you guys requested it. But understand that everything that I said, I stand by. It is my truth. You know what I'm saying? Based on my observation, and I can only observe what is put out online. So, but again, in this regard, there's a lot that I agree with, as far as what Jasena said in this video. So I'm gonna see what Zasha got to say, and if there's anything in there that I agree with or I disagree with, I'm gonna voice that. So with that being said, Solicit Nation, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction as much as I did. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't be afraid to share. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every single time I upload. And if you've been here before, then you already know I gotta hit y'all with the deuces.